Welcome back to my channel. This is Lifestyle Aesthetics, where we teach you how to level up consistent over time. Today we are back at the gym doing an upper body day. Back to work, vacation's done, so we are doing 2 back movements, 2 chest movements, 3 shoulder head movements, bicep, tricep, and forearms. So I like to keep my weighted pull-ups as my bread and butter, as well as my weighted dips. Practicing on the 4 range of motion, so we have 2 plates of 45 plus a 10-pound plate. Same thing with the weighted dips here. So I feel like I have decreased the weight a little bit with the 5 pounds. However, practicing the 4 range of motion and being strong in that 4 range of motion means that I'm able to apply real life strength to real life applications here. So the weighted dip here works out the lower chest, tricep, and shoulders, and weighted pull-ups with the neutral grip, as we saw in the first two clips, works out the lower traps, middle traps, bicep, forearms, and the middle part of the back. Here with this machine, my favorite machine here in this gym with the shoulders, because this neutral grip is really good. It helps me to develop some overhead pressing movements. I'm able to go heavy without compromising my shoulder joints. So the exercises that we're doing today mostly are shoulder joint / joint friendly movements, because as we get older, we want to be strong and not discriminate against the machines. Okay, you want to make sure that you're being healthy, still looking aesthetic, still looking lean, but promoting the long-term health benefits for your body. And then we are moving on with some incline chest press here. I like the deep stretch on this machine, and we are doing 255 pounds here. So I'm still making sure that I am continuously pushing some heavy weights. However, making sure that I do not compromise myself and my safety by making sure that everything is well placed. I'm doing the correct form. And with the machines here, you force yourself to be in the correct form, since it's the placement of how your body is moving with the machine here. So working up the upper chest gives you that full plated look for your chest here. I feel like lately my physique has been improving a lot. My triceps has been blowing up, chest, back as well. So I prefer doing the high to low Katana Flyes for the rear shoulders. This also works out your traps and upper back. The reason being, this feels more natural. However, the other cable machine that we did on the last video, they achieve the same thing. So it's just preference of how you like to do them. We have, doing a lot of cable machines lately for the rear shoulders. Eventually I will go back to doing the dumbbells, but, keeping this experiment going on, since it's really effective. I feel it a lot on my shoulders, and you want to hold that top stretch and the bottom stretch. So here, when you make the X's, you got to make sure that you alternate your hands, of course, and also letting your arms go all the way back and all the way forward here naturally. And when you release the the tension of the machine here, so holding it for 1 second at the bottom stretch, you feel it a lot on your back, shoulders, and it's going to give you that full 3D look for your shoulders. It's really good. It's really effective. I definitely recommend doing these with the cable machines if you guys have them readily available. So after we do some katanas, we're doing some tricep push downs here, the neutral grip. And as you see, my tricep is getting thick and meaty, and you don't even need that much weight, but you do need to make sure that your elbows are essentially behind your body, right? And you're not really moving it too much here. So keeping your shoulders and elbows locked in place, but the elbows to be tucked outward in order to get that full more stretch for the tricep. And I felt it a lot here. Definitely it's a good shoulder tricep workout. Definitely would add it for your push days. So here we go again on this angle, and you see that horseshoe coming in on tricep, really being stronger here. I feel like I'm able to continue increasing the numbers of my lifts naturally. I don't need any peptides or any medicinal or pharmaceutical products to enhance my body. I just want to enhance it naturally. So just with nutrients, fruits, water, my meats, all that stuff that I just put in my diet. And then here, just doing a jump set just to fatigue it out by dropping the weight here. So just did a few more reps, and then that was that. And then we didn't have the reverse lat pull down, the reverse grip, so I'm doing reverse grip rows with the cable machines here. And you know, it's not too bad. Something I wouldn't really do personally, but I do feel like, you know, you should never neglect the lower back because you want to have that balanced physique. The lower back gives you that more of a upside Dorito shape, you know, that V taper that people keep talking about. So if you want to build that aesthetic body, that Greek god physique, make sure that you're hitting your lower back. Okay, so the whole proportion of your whole body needs to be well trained here. So 2 sets of each movement's what we're doing. Just making sure that we're going heavy, but also practicing the correct full range of motion, correct form, and just becoming stronger. Just keeping your numbers up, keeping record of that in your head, on your phone, on a notebook. Just keeping record, keeping track of all your lifts, and just becoming stronger now. And then we're doing some cable machine of lateral flies. So I remember doing these with one handle at a time. It did feel great. However, 2 at a time to save time. So for me personally, like, this is okay. Like, it wouldn't be too top tier. Perhaps 1 at a time might have been better because the movement with this is kind of awkward. So we're going to correct that by doing just regular lateral dumbbell. The machine is also pretty good, but it wasn't free at the moment. So I just wanted to experiment here. So this might be junk volume, but I did feel it a little bit here in the medial head of the deltoid. So right now we are going to be doing some hammer curls and then supersetting that with some reverse grip curls here, because you want to make sure that you blow up with the forearms. You want to get stronger in that key movement. Look wider from the front. Okay. So after, you know, you rest for a few minutes here, supersetting them together is really great. It's really ideal because, you know, your forearms is like some of the muscle groups that people don't really train too much. So if you keep that in mind and making sure that you do them, it's gonna give you like a better overall look here, right? So we're going heavy with 45-pound dumbbells and then 30 pounds, which is really great for the reverse curls because, like, I feel stronger, I feel good, like nothing really hurts. Trying to make sure that I'm keeping the momentum going up, but you know, I don't want to like hurt myself. I don't want to hurt my tendons. So that's why we keep it low volume with high intensity. But of course, you gotta make sure that you do have a good rest window, rest time. You know, not doing some physical activity, so that way you do not hurt yourself. And if you do get injured, it's gonna suck because it's gonna, you know, lose a lot of time, and you know, it's gonna mess up on your gains, on your physique, especially if you want to recomp like me right now. So yeah, and then finishing out the lateral raises here. So this is really fun because I feel strong. So 30 pounds here. So just doing it until I feel like, you know, fatigued, just burning out, man. And that's pretty much it. Just very concise workout. You don't need to do too much, no junk volume, okay? So thank you for watching. I'll catch you guys in the next video.